Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can feel free to contact me at 339-1670. Those of you who think that you need counseling, your wife, husband, kids, you can also contact me at 339-1670. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me at the same number. Now, viewers, it's Mashup Monday tonight. Now, I do apologize for not being live last week. Now, last week Monday, my dad passed away at the age of 76. And I do thank the many viewers, friends, and family for offering their sympathy and condolences to me and my family. Now, viewers, go tell your friends, tell your family. Real Talk is going live with Saieed Ali. We are back on the air. It's Mashup Monday. We are here tonight. Now remember, you can view us on TT Real Talk on YouTube. Subscribe to the page. And Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. I want to say a special good night to you viewers. Remember, we are going live. We are back from here onwards. Last week was a little devastating, but by the grace of God, me and my family, we pulled through the death of our dad. It's sad, you know. Sometimes we must say thank God. When we get up every morning, when we see another day, when God allows our eyes to open, we must give God thanks for that. And those of you who are on the roads, driving, traveling, when you go back to your respective home and meeting your loved ones, you must say thank God that after a long, hard day, that you are back home with your family. Now, viewers, remember, phone lines are open, 237-3135. Call us in studio. Let us hear, let the world hear your views, your comments. Whatever negative thing that is in your area and you need to clean it up, remember, you can voice your concern and your opinion live on air. Now, as we are about to start, viewers, I just want to touch on the boat. Another boat that is coming to service the Sea Bridge in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, I was surprised to hear a high-profile member in the Port of Authority. I was shocked to hear what this individual have to say. Being a hierarchy in the Port of Authority, sometimes I wonder how they manage to get this position. Believe me, I do wonder how they manage to secure a job in the Port Authority, and they are speaking like this. Take a look at this, viewers.
Mr. Alexander, prior to inspecting this vessel, how many vessels have you inspected before?
Me?
Yeah.
None.
So you would say that you're not a marine expert?
Not at all. I didn't go there to...
Is Mr. George a marine expert? So the technical team comprised of just you and Mr. George?
Hold a minute. Your questions coming in rapid fire. Let me answer your questions. I am not a marine engineer. I didn't go there to do a marine inspection of a vessel. I went there to see how a vessel was operating. And as far as Mr. George is concerned, the president of NIDCO already said that Mr. George is a structural engineer, which spoke to handling the engineering for developing and constructing the ramps to receive the ramps from the vessels.
Now, viewers, listen to what our Prime Minister had to say concerning the cost that they are going to rent this new ferry for. Listen to our Prime Minister.
The Honourable Prime Minister provided the House the cost of leasing the ferry, known as the Jean de la Valette, including the crew, costs and supplies, as well as the costs associated with securing the same ferry from its current location to Port of Spain.
Madam Speaker, I'm trying to make sure that I know what he's asking me. about the costs associated with securing the ferry from its current location to Port of Spain. The cost per day to lease this ferry, Madam Speaker, is 34,500 euros per day. And that is the overall cost of leasing and operating the ferry.
Now, viewers, we are paying 34,500 euros per day. Per day. That is a little over $263,000 per day. Now, before I go to the phone lines, staying on the Port Authority video, listen to what this woman had to say.
Does Mr. George have marine expertise, and has he inspected vessels before?
Mr. George is not required to have marine expertise because in our tender, we asked for the boat to have certificate of that expertise done on it already. And it's already classified, and it's in the tender document here, and you can see that here, by DNV. So anything to do with the structure, the stability, anything to do with that a marine expert is required to do, has already been certified. That was not the intent of the trip, because we have that certification.
So NITCO did not send its own marine engineer?
We don't need to send a marine engineer. We have a qualified agency that gives us a class. In order to operate in Trinidad and Tobago, a boat has to be class certified, and we have.
I want you viewers of Real Talk to understand this. They are about to spend a little over $1 million a week to secure the rental fee of this ferry that would be transporting passengers to and from Trinidad and Tobago. Now, according to her, they did not see it fit to send someone to investigate. They did not see it fit to send someone to make sure that the package that they are receiving, it is worth the money. They did not even take into consideration if the boat were in proper working condition. They did not take into consideration that they need a qualified technician to go and view the boat, the structure of the boat, the engine performance, the electrical part of the boat. They did not see it fit to do that. Now, remember when we bought a red piece of scrap iron? They call it the Galleon Passage for $17.4 million. What did they say? It is the ideal thing to service Trinidad and Tobago. At one point in time, the tarpaulin blew off. Listen carefully. The tarpaulin blew off. If rain falling, individuals from the upper deck have to go inside. When cars are on this piece of red scrap iron, the sea blast. I showed you a video not long ago where the sea blast was actually having an effect on the vehicle because they were in the open. Now these members of the port, they did not see it fit to send someone to check the structure of the boat. What they depended on was the invoice. So if the invoice say it is worth $2 million, they would pay $2 million. But is someone going to investigate what are they paying the $2 million for? No, did not see fit to do that. You understand? So this scenario, together with the red piece of scrap iron we bought, they are going the same pathway, down the same slope. Listen to what I am saying. They are going down the same pathway. So our taxpayers' dollars are going to pay a little over $1 million per week. Let's just say a little over $4.5 million per month in renting this new ferry to service the sea bridge between Trinidad and Tobago. Now, what I am going to ask is how much passengers will this boat carry? How much vehicle would be allowed on this boat? Why aren't they coming out with that information? Why aren't they telling the public how old the vehicle is, the boat is? Have the boat ever been in any collision out at sea? Have the boat ever shut down? Just imagine, it's money we are spending, just a little over $4.5 million every 30 days. I want you to take into consideration, it is taxpayers' money. We recently spent $17.4 million for a boat that we purchased. Just imagine that we purchased that not too long ago. Now we are going to rent a ferry to transport citizens and vehicles to and from Trinidad and Tobago. Remember that? We end up in a fiasco. Now we're going down a same road again with our next boat again. And THA, the head of THA in Tobago, is saying to the people, support the government in fixing the sea bridge. Yes, we support the government. I support the government in fixing the sea bridge. But who is inspecting the boat? Are you just depending on one agency? Are you just depending on that? How much time was spent in making sure that this was the correct boat and not like the red piece of scrap iron we bought for $17.4 million? None of them knew anything about the structure of the boat, how the engine functioned. We have the chairman, he went to look at the operation of the boat. So you would go onto the boat, you would take a ride with the boat, and you would come back and say, yes.
Mr. Alexander, prior to inspecting...
Smooth ride. Smooth ride. It's Mashup Monday tonight, viewers. We are going for a short break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. This is Saieed Ali. We'll be right back.
Come on down to Murphy's Supply Store located at Brathwaite Lane, El Socorro. We have a wide variety of home, garden, hardware, roofing and pet supplies. You can get all your home and garden items such as brooms, locks, paintbrushes, water hose, rakes, gardening tools, leaf blowers, water pumps and lots more. We also have a wide variety of food for your pets such as dog food, fish food and bird food. You can also get an unlimited supply of dog chow, sunflower seeds and fish food. But there is more. Do you have a leaking pipe, broken toilet bowl, or maybe a loose bolt? Don't be alarmed. We've got you covered. We also offer roofing services. Quality work for your money. We're specialized in undersealing, sheeting, gutters, downpipe, framing, roof repairs, concrete works, and washing off roofs. For more info, call 642-5714, 378-5550, 793-2497, or 471-0249, or email us at murphysroofing@hotmail.com or murphysroofing22@gmail.com. Check out our Facebook page at Murphy's Roofing System. Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on youtube.com and TT Real Talk on facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now, viewers, phone lines are open. 237-3135. Let me hear what you have to say. Now, remember, we are on the boat topic. We need transparency because the chairman of the port knows nothing about boat. According to him, he have never inspected a boat. And according to the woman, all they rely on is just a single piece of paper. No one to investigate, no one to carry about a proper mechanical check on the boat. No one did a structure test on the boat. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, sir.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yeah, what it is I don't understand, right? Governments come, governments go, right? Why don't they privatize this sector? So it would be less cost on the government. Sector that needs to be privatized, they're not doing it.
True.
Okay? And how come your name is Saieed Ali and not Bobby Jagannath?
Really? Wait, you my father? I just asking you, is you my father? Simple question. Try and rename your child, not me. And that is directly to you. You try and rename your child and not me. I can be whoever I want. So viewers, remember, phone lines are open. You see, when you're on TV, people just like to call and there's like a scrape through your life. There's one to scrape through your life to find out where you do, how you reach here, what you did to reach here. Well, I'm glad you're minding my business. Because I definitely know it will climb higher. And I'm glad when people mind my business. I will not have somebody watching, so in case something go bad, they will let me know. While yours go down the drain. Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yeah, but what about the ferries were Rowley had ordered from Australia? And they said 2 new ferries in Australia.
Apparently they fall off the map. Thank you, caller. Next call. You see, viewers, I have nothing against the government spending taxpayers' dollars. But what I want you to understand is that the money that they are spending is the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And when they spend the money, our prime ministers always say, value for money. That is one of his favorite lines. Value for money. Caller, good night. Hello? Hello? Next call. That is a line that he loves to use. Value for money. So are we getting value with this new boat that you all are renting? Because nobody seems to know the structure of this boat. Nobody. And according to the woman, I would say the woman said they don't necessarily have to send somebody there. They don't need to send somebody there. What are you all purchasing? A bicycle? Caller, good night.
Yes, right?
Yes, go right ahead.
How many boats do we need for Trinidad and Tobago? 1 or 4?
Well, boy, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The more the merrier, because apparently they have money to spend.
Yeah. I think they're buying jacket bags as the normal word for that now.
Thank you for calling in, my friend. You think I am joking, viewers? Listen to what this woman had to say again.
To have marine expertise.
Does Mr. George have marine expertise, and has he inspected vessels before?
Mr. George is not required to have marine expertise because in our tender, we asked for the boat to have certificate of that expertise done on it already. And it's already classified, and it's in the tender document here, and you can see that here, by DNV. So anything to do with the structure and stability, anything to do with that a marine expert is required to do has already been certified. That was not the intent of the trip because we have that certification.
So NITCO did not send its own marine engineer?
We don't need to send a marine engineer. We have a qualified agency that gives us.
They don't need, listen carefully, they don't need to have that because they have a piece of paper. So let me ask the question now. When purchasing boats, why do they need 3 and 4 tenders now? Why can't they just go to one and say, okay, we will deal with this one and done with that? Just like she did with that single piece of paper. Caller, good night.
Saeed, what's going on?
Next call. He feel he went to the zoo or what? You see, I want you to understand, this is the money that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago contributed. And they are spending it as they feel like. You will tell me, people's lives are on this boat, and we are going out to sea, and nobody will check the structure of that boat. Nobody will check to see how long the engine lifespan is. Nobody will check to see if the ramp working proper. So in their briefing now, this is what they came to tell the public. They don't need someone to check the structure. They don't need someone to check the engine. We got a certificate from one agency and we will work with that. And what the people say, that is their business. We already get it. Is that the way the port function? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed. My condolence. Sorry to hear what happened to you and your family. My condolence, and may God give you the strength to carry on.
Thank you, sir.
You hit the nail with a sledge, reference this boat. You sound like you have marine experience compared to those people you've seen there answering questions. But the great Mahatma Gandhi said, politics without morality is a sin. One set of sinners we have there. And it is because of thieving and corruption there, you know. Big thieving and corruption going to take place. Anything in this country connected to politics is big thieving and corruption. The lady they call Spoon, she said we're out of a recession. Well, they're going to spend the money there. They PR. 1 minute they have money. Well, pay me my tax return from since 2015. I get tax return. Pay me my tax return. So she said we're out of recession. So they're spending money. That's election gimmick and politics again. So these filthy worms that we have here in this country, one set of sinners we have here. I want to see the past bill, carry a bill into Parliament. That bill they're debating right now. I want to see them go and debate a bill for the politician, the thieving politician we have in this country, so we could get back all the money they thief from us. The money Faris renting our place for, the money Smiling Man renting a place for, 50,000 a month. Pass a bill to get back all this money from coffee too. We want a bill. Go in Parliament and pass a bill to get back that money, the thief. Thank you very much, Saeed.
Thank
keep
you,
up
my
the good
friend.
work.
You see, everything going on at the carpet, and nobody's talking about it. Is this the way the Port Authority functions? I want to know. It's something I am asking. Is this the way they function? People's lives are at risk on this boat, and you don't need to check the structure. One man going up, he make a trip, the chairman of the port, he went to check the ramp. Just imagine, Port Authority chairman went up on a trip, he going to check the ramp. That was the purpose of their visit, to check the ramp, to see how high the ramp is, to come back now and know how much money to spend in Tobago to build another ramp. Look him there. Eh? And you gonna tell me these men and them who run in Port Authority? Serious. And when I come out on television now and educate the people now, Saeed mustn't do that. We open the eyes of the public. Eh? It's mash up Monday tonight. These are the kind of people we have running the port with no experience, no capabilities, nothing about boat. But he going up to check the ramp on a boat. Have you ever inspected a boat? No. So what is your purpose of the visit to the boat? You tell me. What was your purpose? What was your trip about? To waste taxpayers' dollars? You tell me. What was the purpose of your trip towards that boat? To check the ramp? You never inspect a boat before, you know nothing about boat, but you going to check ramp? Ramp works with hydraulic. You don't know nothing about boat, how are you going to know about hydraulic? Huh? Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yes, they're talking about the legislation to pass for the thing. Why the all the ministers and them don't check themselves first where they bank any money in a way and then go on to the poor people who work day and night? Huh?
I hear you.
Yeah, because them banking and them, if them have anything, they come now and they get in the parliament, they make enough and now they want to pass that law.
Thank you, callers. Now, viewers, we're switching now from the whole boat topic. And we go in to the civil asset. Explain your wealth. Now, on screen, I did my homework. I did my investigation. Guys, get the full page and zoom it up. I want you, the public, to understand. Now, I have listened to a lot of people talking about this bill, about this legislation, and what it would do and what it wouldn't do, and who we giving power to and who we not giving power to. I did my homework. I did my own thing. Like I said, I don't ever come here on national television and tell you something without I investigating it, without I checking it and double checking it to make sure that what I am coming with is for the safety and the educational wise of the viewers. How are citizen rights protected concerning this bill? On screen, from number 1 to number 7, is for you, the citizen. to understand how this bill functions. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, my dear, you're live.
Yes, I want to say I am so happy for somebody like you to come on air and educate us about what is happening in the country today. Because, Mr. Saieed, I'm a fisherwoman. 10 years from today, I have all my big house and my big rate and saying, tell me how am I to declare how I get this and how I get that. And then they come in to take my thing from me. It's time that everybody understand what it is taking place.
Thank you, my dear. Now, we're going down to it. Faris Al-Rawi, the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago, wants us, the citizen, to explain where we got our wealth. Now, there were many clauses in this bill, in this legislation that they want to pass. Now, according to Faris, the Attorney General, the only individual can investigate anyone is the Commissioner of Police, the Controller of Custom, and the Chairman in the Board of Inland Revenue. Listen to this video, viewers.
And the Honorable AG, just on the clause 31(1), just read, please, for clarity, the persons that would be carrying out
that would have this power?
Yes.
They would be the Commissioner of Police or someone who is his delegate, not below the rank of Assistant Superintendent. They would be the Controller of Customs and the Chairman of the Board of Inland Revenue.
Can it read an officer as opposed to a person?
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Instead of being a person, a commissioner, the Commissioner of Police or such other person delegated by him, mean it should be such other officer delegated by him, not below the rank of Assistant Superintendent.
Well, Madam Chair, under the Police Service Act and its regulations, the police can't, the Commissioner of Police can't delegate to somebody who's not a policeman because they don't have the investigative powers. So we had gone with person to avoid the gender argument, quite frankly. It's what we've used in other areas. It's just person, but you can't win the lotto without the ticket. And in this case here, the ticket is you have to be a policeman.
Now, viewers, if you listen to Mr. Faris, he said, in order to investigate this matter, you have to be a policeman. Now, I want to know, how come the Controller of Custom will investigate this? How will the Chairman of the Board of Inland Revenue would investigate this? They are not police officers. They are not police officers. They are chairman. Nowhere close to police investigating. Nowhere close to an investigator. This is what I want to know. Now, only officers above the rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police have the authorization to investigate matters like this. Now, I want you all to understand something. They had a bill, the Terrorism Act bill, that they wanted to pass. On national television, I supported them. They passed the bill. They wanted the anti-gang legislation to pass. On national television, I supported that because it was fixing Trinidad. What came out of those bills? How many individuals or gang members was held? It is alleged that ministers, it is alleged that police officers in authority, it is alleged that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago know who these gang members are and alleged gang bosses are. But yet, to this date, none of them have been charged and sentenced to prison. Now we come back to me, guys. Now we come with another bill to the parliament. And they want to pass this bill. Petrotrin did their investigation and they proved that they bought fake oil. To this date, nothing has been done. Nobody have been locked up. Nobody facing the court. Nobody charged and nobody sentenced. Follow me closely. We all know the gang leaders, the gang members. You want the bill passed. We need this bill to pass. It will fix Trinidad and Tobago. The community will be safer. The police will be doing their work. The commissioner will be on the ground and they will be locking up from Tom, Dick and Harry. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago will actually feel safer. To this date, nothing has been done concerning that bill. Now we want to come and pass another bill. According to the AG, they do not need 3/5 of the majority to pass this bill. They don't need it. Now I was wondering, would the Attorney General give the power to the police to come and seize your property based on suspicion? But thank God, he came out and explained himself. Now listen carefully. If you go with $40,000 in the bank wants to know where you get that money. Where did you get that money? The bank wants to know that. If you go with 5,000, the bank wants to know. If you go with 100,000, the bank wants to know. You have to give them detail of where you get that money. Otherwise, when they deposit that money into your account, let's say they take it and they put it into your account, it would raise a red flag. The Finance Intelligence Unit Department in Trinidad and Tobago that looks after the financial institute. Now, come back to me, guys. Caller, good night. Hello, you there? Guess we lost that. Now, Faris is saying this bill would not target the small man. If this bill is not targeting the small man, who is this bill targeting? I want to know. The public wants to know. Now, Faris, I, Saieed Ali, do support you in your bills, in your legislation, because I am pushing for certain bills for you to sign off on. And by the grace of God, I am hoping that you does it. I am hoping, because it will secure Trinidad and Tobago so that when criminals go before the courts, there would be an amendment, there would be legislations to say no bail. And I am pushing that. Caller, good night.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yes. Once you is at PNN and it go by the DPP, that matter lost away. Once you is at PNN and that go by the DPP, because he has so much appearance matters in front of him, and he's not dealing with it. So it's for the big boys at the PNM to get away. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. I would like to know, who is this bill targeting? How come the chairman of the Board of Inland Revenue have the authority to seize your property? How come the controller of custom have the authority to seize your property? It's only if something coming in through custom, they have the authority to seize it. Mr. Faris, I am directing it straight to you. Because the words came out of your mouth. How come the chairman of the Board of Inland Revenue have the authority to seize someone's asset? They are not police officers. Now I will tell you something. If this bill is not targeting the small man, who is it targeting? Now, when a police officer hold you in drug connection, they will hold you with 100 guns and you're getting bail and none of your assets are being seized. They would hold you with 20 tons of cocaine and you will still get bail and not one of your assets are being seized. Listen carefully. The LNG boat that had the $120 million in cocaine that were found, did you all know that that boat left Trinidad? Why didn't they seize the boat and start to investigate from the owner, from where the boat was before it reached Trinidad? Why didn't they call in the FBI? Why didn't they call in Interpol to find out where this $120 million in cocaine came from? Huh? It's Mash Up Monday tonight. What I am asking is what the public wants to know. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
What they're saying about the bill, to me, not making sense in everything, because who have the money and who steal stuff could afford to take attorneys and fight it. That is not for the poor person. I thinking, to be honest, they're trying to get some land. I don't know if it's told the deceased land going behind, and they're trying some ways and means to get it. They're looking for some assets. You understand? That is my personal opinion. Because you see Mr. Sinaran there, you see somebody who changed his name to begin with for I don't know what reason. Johnny Sukaran, don't trust him. You see this administration, what happened to political reform? They were doing this and saying that, and what happened to put proper things in place so it wouldn't happen again? They was talking about thing in for elections, the campaigners, what they call them, they was putting in place financiers of the parties, $1. How all of a sudden this thing come, it wasn't on the agenda, and all of a sudden they want to put it through, rushing it. Something
up the sleeve. According to the old people, something in the mortar beside the pestle.
Yes. Good night, sir. Enjoy your program.
Thank you, caller. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk. I am Saieed Ali.
Come on down to Murphy's Supply Store located at Brathwaite Lane, El Socorro. We have a wide variety of home, garden, hardware, roofing and pet supplies. You can get all your home and garden items such as brooms, locks, paint brushes, water hose, rakes, gardening tools, leaf blowers, water pumps and lots more. We also have a wide variety of food for your pets such as dog food, fish food and bird food. You can also get an unlimited supply of dog chow, sunflower seeds and fish food. But there is more. Do you have a leaking pipe, broken toilet bowl, or maybe a loose bolt? Don't be alarmed. We've got you covered. We also offer roofing services. Quality work for your money. We're specialized in undersealing, sheeting, gutters, downpipe, framing, roof repairs, concrete works, and washing off roofs. For more info, call 642-5714, 378-5550, 793-2497, or 471-0249, or email us at murphysroofing murphysroofing@hotmail.com or murphysroofing22@gmail.com. Check out our Facebook page at Murphy's Roofing System.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on youtube.com and TT Real Talk on facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now, guys, put the facts back up. Now, viewers, I want you to take a look at number 6. A police officer who is responsible for financial investigation may apply to the court asking for a preliminary unexplained wealth order. Now listen, come back to me, guys. This superintendent, now before I go there, I must say this. In Trinidad and Tobago, we understand, and I make no apology for saying this. So if you want to send a pre-action protocol letter, go ahead. Go ahead. Just remember who you're sending it to. That's all I have to say. In Trinidad and Tobago, we understand that police officers does work with alleged gang members. Why I say that? About 2 weeks back, 2 officers have been held and they were released on bail. On the eastern part of Trinidad, they were found to be alleged gang members and associating with gangs. Now just say, the superintendent of police now, just saying that they are involved with different mediums in Trinidad that have the power and have the ability to pass money. Just saying, not bad talking anyone, but it's a fact that I'm bringing to you all. Let's just say someone goes to the superintendent of police, because there are many ASPs, and they say, you know, boss, you see that man? We want you to investigate that man, because I find that man going too fast. Now listen, according to the Attorney General, only the superintendent of the police or the ASPs have the authorization to come down on you. Just how Mr. Robert LaHunt could have called Gary on the phone when he was stopped by an officer for using a phone while driving. I want you to follow the steps. Just so there are people in authority will call on the ASPs. Hey, boss, you have certain individual, I want you to go down on them. What you think going to happen? What you think going to happen? Now that individual, with the ASP coming down on him, he have to go to the court now to explain where he got his wealth. Listen this. I am going to use myself. I have my show on TV. And I just come. And I will hit hammer on the nail head with police officers. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If a minister right, I will say you're right. If you bring something forward that would help the people, I will say thank you on national public. But listen this. I, Saieed Ali, I just do spiritual work. And I just be here on TV, hitting left, right, and center, educating the citizen. Now let's just say, I cross somebody's path. And they connected to a superintendent of police. Mind you, I using my own self. They decide to say, boss, here we're going now. Go down on Saieed. Confiscate his assets, carry him to court, let him explain to the magistrate where he got his wealth. Now listen to this, viewers. I am just going to use a figure for you all to understand how serious it is with this bill. Now, let's say 5 individuals come to me tomorrow. And these 5 individuals pay $20,000 each to do spiritual work. Saieed, we're giving you $20,000. We want you to do so and so. Listen carefully. Follow me step by step. And I take that $100,000. Now, when you come to me to do spiritual work or a spiritual reading, it is very, very secretive. I am sworn to secrecy. Your business does not go out into the public, and it does not come on national television. Listen to me carefully. When that $100,000 come to me now, I decide now to take the $20,000 from each person to do their spiritual work, and I take that $100,000 and I go and purchase a Mercedes-Benz. Just remember, John Doe don't like Saieed, but he connected to our ASP. So this ASP will come down now and seize my car and carry me to court. Now I have to go in court now while my Mercedes-Benz, just imagine, it's my property that come on after, eh? I had to explain my wealth. Now they take my car now, and my car now had to climb up the step and go to court. Tell my director that this evening they laugh. So this car going to court now. Now I have to go now and explain to this judge where I get this money from. And if I don't explain now, they are going to seize my car. This is how this bill functions. This is how this bill functions. You think these individuals are foolish? They pick someone in authority that nobody can go up against. No, it is a very good bill. I want to let you understand that. It is a very good bill. Explain your wealth. But the thing is, who would you be targeting? Who would you be targeting? Because we hear of police officers taking bribes. We hear of officers renting out guns. And if they connected to the ASP, well, oh gosh, look what's going to happen. I make no apology for saying that because this is Trinidad and Tobago, and it does happen. We all know that. Let me tell you something. The law that you need to pass is that the laws China have. If they catch corrupted politician, they break your neck one time. It's mash up Monday. Tonight I come prep for this. Take what I'm telling you. Because I know personally how the police service operates in Trinidad and Tobago. And I know personally how ministers operate. You see, when Lahont make the phone call and give the officer, Gary's on the other end. You break the law, or because he is a minister, you call on the commissioner. What the commissioner is supposed to do, he broke the law, charge him. And the other day here making a statement. Wow. Don't ever let power get to your head. When power gets to your head just come off your shoulder and you just feel you're untouchable. You see, all I have physical power and all I feel all untouchable. I have spiritual power that God blessed me with from birth. Now that is untouchable. Because when I'm in my prayer room, 2 o'clock in the morning, I could cause anything to happen anywhere you are. Because I'm connected to the spiritual world. That is why I could have done what I done with the individuals who tried to attack and kidnap my son. Oh, before I forget, Adesh Mano, let me tell you something. If you take me for Mary, think again. If you take me for Mary, think again. Because I will get my lawyers to send you a letter, Mr. Man. And when you're facing the court, you will be paying my lawyer fee, you will be paying my lawyers for wasting time, you will be paying Mary back she $75,000 and 10% for the 3 years. And just remember the check that you gave she to go to the bank and it had no money in their account. You know what is that? That's 10 times 75 is how much? 10 7 is how much? 70? Add that 0 to 8. Be very careful. How do you feel? How does your wife feel that you rob a 74-year-old lady? And Glenn O'Brien, you feel the court passed a judgment on you and you're going into hiding. You feel nobody can find you. Good. David Adams is our next one. You take $100,000 from a lady, you put it on her insurance, now time for the lady to get you, I call it, the interest. It's gone. Where the interest gone, David? I'm asking, where the lady interest gone? 3 weeks back, you're supposed to come and sit down and talk. But you feel you're untouchable. But hold on. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. You see, there's a reason why I created Fire Friday and Mash Up Monday, you know. To mash them up. Man, no, do get in touch with me. Because you're going to like the letter that coming to you from my piranhas. Because Mary came towards me for help. Because 3 years you dance. We go deal with that. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but do join me tomorrow with another episode of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Repeat tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and we'll be right back Tuesday with Real Talk. Viewers, be safe.